Hi, this is Dawn Michelle from Makeup or Breakup blog, and today I'm going to do a simple back to school look for those who are going back to school or just starting. Just something simple and clean, not too fussy. So join me. I've already done my face and I already have a foundation on. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in soft beige, I believe. And I also applied it to my lip, but I'm gonna add a little more primer. I also have a highlight on, and the highlight is from Luna by Luna Cosmetics in Electra. So, oh, and my lips is a Lime Crime Plushy Lip in the color Lavender Honey. So I'm gonna start off my look with adding the Super Stay Better Skin from Maybelline, one I've been using quite a bit lately. And I'm gonna apply that under my eyes because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I kept tossing and turning, and I think it's because I'm so excited as well as anxiety filled about this next step in my life, which is going to school. And I have to say, it's part of me is excited about it. Part of me is like, will I be able to deal with the pressure of grades and studying and dealing with teachers, professors, other students, you know. I think it's always good to get an education, and if you find a time that you're able to, let's say after you graduate high school, that you can get to go to college. If you can afford to continue with school, I say go ahead. If you can't, there's nothing wrong with taking a breather, but just know that years do pass very quickly, and you go into a job thinking, well, I'm going to do this maybe for a couple of years to earn some money, try to move out of my parents' house, and then before you know it, 5, 10, 15 years have passed and you haven't gone back to school. So just keep that in mind. If you do decide to take a break, you may want to be sure that you have a 5-year plan and do whatever it takes to stick with it. I mean, allow yourself some breathing room. Don't murder yourself or over, if you don't meet that 5-year timeline on every single point, add some room for forgiveness, but at the same time, know yourself and know what you can tolerate, what you're capable of, what you can focus on. If you find enough of that rambling. So I've just set my eyes. I used a little of this concealer, the Better Skin Maybelline. Today, just to do a simple look, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution palette, Reloaded, in the Vitality palette. I love this palette. I'm not going to go too deep with these colors. I'm just going to keep it within here, just to keep it light, not to go too crazy, because going to school is not really supposed to be a fashion show. At the same time, I don't want to look like death. So I'm going to apply this brown here. Maybe no, I'm going to use this one. Keep it light. And of course, I'm using my trusty Luxie pen, my double brush, and it's starting to fade now, 249, and I still don't have it memorized, even though I break this out the most often, I think, on this channel. So here we go. And again, I'm using the first top shade up there just to be the base. Now, I don't know about you, but school brought with itself its own nice little basket of anxieties for me. Basically because when you go to school, it's not just to get an education, it's also to teach you how to socialize. And in my case, it was sort of a very sad experiment in trying to socialize with people that I felt I couldn't relate to. So I'm going to go into this crease with this baby, I think, because I want to do something different. Sort of like a light purple there. I don't know if you could see it. I'll put that in the crease. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Very nice. And so because the socialization skills were sort of meh, I tended to basically stick with either a very small group or on my own. So I understand, you know, the politics of wanting to deal with other people sometimes comes with it, its own price to pay. But on the other hand, if you want to get things done, you can do it one or two ways. You can either try to make friends with everybody you meet there, because you never know when you're going to need a favor from somebody, if you're that type of person. Or two, try to do things on your own until you absolutely need some help somewhere along the line. And then you can always ask a teacher, for help if the students in the school feel that, it might mess up their social curve if they hang out with the likes of you or are seen with you. So far, so good. I don't know what I'll put here, and I don't want to go too crazy, but I think I'm going to use a simple brown, maybe. This one in the middle. Yeah, I think I'll use this. The one dead center. I don't know if I want to do more with this look, but I do want to add a little bit on the top just to blend it in. I think I'll go back in with this little guy that I started out with as the base, because I'm not looking for anything shimmery, so I'm just gonna apply that on the tip top like so, and then blend it as much as possible into the crease color. And I think I am done. There's a fly buzzing around here and it keeps coming by my ear like to say hi, it's really annoying. So essentially this is my day to evening look. I think I should add, I don't want to add liner because liner might be a little too dramatic, but I might want to add mascara. So I found my Revlon Volumizing. I use that, and it's not in brown, I think it's in black, so I'm going to use that real quick to sort of perk up my eyes a little and darken my lashes. Okay, for blush, I think I'm going to use my most recent addition from Kokie Cosmetics, which is the Blush Up palette in the color scheme called Blushing. And the brush that I'm going to use is my Royal & Langnickel blush brush in BMD 130. It's so luxurious, and I'm going to use all three. Just tap all three across and then apply just like that to the apple cheeks to make me not look too pale. So I look really pale today. Maybe I need to add some contour. Okay, so I'm going to be using for contour the Kokie powder contour palette. This is also a highlight palette, but I think I'm just going to use the contour because I'm looking a little bit pale and I don't understand why. So I'm going to choose the middle one here to add some, and again, a little goes a long way. It doesn't powder much, which is nice, and I'm just gonna just to give me some depth of color, because I'm looking, I don't know what it is, but I'm just looking extra pale today, and I need to put some color in here. My blush brush, and now I'm going to use my multi-purpose powder to just kind of blend it all in and make me look decent and not too stark. And I think that's it. Right, and be done. So what do you think of this back to school look? What do you think? I like it. It's light. It's not overpowering, and at the same time I look like I have some color on my face that I don't look like I've seen a ghost. This is Dawn Michelle from Makeup or Breakup blog. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest makeup adventure, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.